All right, let's get this show started.
Let's start today's news with Dustin Poirier reacting to Benoit Saint Denis' staph infection excuse. After their intense fight at UFC 299, Saint Denis attributed his defeat to a staph infection. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Poirier responded to these comments saying, "I think all that's just talk. If anything, I've learned in the sport, fighting for as long as I have, is people are gonna chirp. It's all noise, it's all noise. He shouldn't even. You say those types of things, like, I had an infection, I was battling something. You say that when you win, you don't say that when you lose. I've gone into many fights with staph infections, with a fractured foot, with a lacerated bicep, with staph infection in my ear, all kinds of stuff. That's fighting, we're on the mats every day, everybody has something going on going into fights, but you can't say that when you lose, you gotta hush it up." Mike Chandler has a message for Conor McGregor. McGregor recently announced that he'll make his return to the octagon in the summer against Michael Chandler. Now, in an interview with Fight Joe, Chandler reacted to Conor's statement and sent him the following message.
The direct message to Conor is get your ass in the gym, because I am coming this summer to do an ass whooping of biblical proportions, the likes of which nobody has ever seen, and I'm extremely excited about it. I'm excited for the entire world to be watching. You guys and the UK fans as well. Whether you love me or you hate me, you got to at least respect the grind. Whether you're flying my flag or their flag, Conor's flag or your own flag, whatever it may be, there's going to be a showdown this summer, and it's going to be absolutely spectacular. So make sure y'all tune in. And to everybody who has supported me over these years, thank you for your patience, and I'll see you at the top.
Michael Bisping doesn't buy Conor McGregor's return announcement. While speaking on his BYM podcast, Bisping shared his honest take on McGregor's recent announcement. Bisping said that until the UFC announces Conor's return, he is not taking any announcements from McGregor seriously.
He's looking a little slimmer. He's looking, not quite as bulky. He says that he got the call. So the call that I assume that he's talking about will be a call from the UFC saying, listen, everything's good. We're ready to book a fight. There's no USADA issues. Remember, that was kind of a stumbling block for a while. You had to do the 6 months and all the rest of it. However, we have heard this before. He did say that he was coming back at 185 pounds against Michael Chandler. I think off the top of my head, there's been 2 or 3 times that he said this. I guess when we get an announcement from the UFC, that's when it will feel a little bit more real. I don't assume that he's lying. He's not talking out of his ass, but he's done this before. He said that he's retiring before as well, many times. Fair play, he's doing the rounds right now, promoting Roadhouse. A lot of people saying good stuff about it. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Rose Namajunas reacts to her win over Amanda Ribas. After dropping back-to-back fights, the former strawweight champion achieves her first win since moving up to the women's flyweight division with a unanimous decision win over Amanda Ribas in the headlining bout at UFC Vegas 89. Speaking to media following the event, Rose opened up about coming back from 2 losses in a row and her mental struggles during recent times.
Yeah, man, it's been the last couple of years of my life have been pretty rough, not like I never let it get me down too far, you know what I mean? But I've definitely had a lot of hurt in my recent past, for sure. But, God gives me the strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength. So I just keep going. 100%. Yeah, definitely that question goes into my mind all the time. Like, why am I doing this? Even just in the locker room, like, why am I doing this? Remind myself, like, I'm the best, this is also what, it sounds so crazy, but it really, and sometimes I don't understand it, but God really designed me to do this. Fighting beats you up, man, emotionally, everything like that, not just the physical stuff, like the mental and psychological things, but I choose to be loving regardless, choose to just not let that affect make me a certain way or bitter or anything like that. Just forgive, and keep moving.
Sean O'Malley continues to mock Henry Cejudo. O'Malley has posted a new video of him mocking Cejudo's fight breakdown videos.
What's up, guys? Hater Cejudo. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera and what I would have done. I'm an Olympic gold medalist, world champion. I won the Olympics in wrestling, I'm a gold medalist. And so what I would have done against Sean is I would have fainted and then threw a leg kick, it would have landed 100%. And then I would have probably took it down, either from orthodox or from southpaw. But anyway, see what Sean was doing, he was throwing a jab. And the jab's where you throw your backhand. Or no, it's orthodox. So you throw, it doesn't really matter. I would have just fainted and threw a leg kick. And there's just no way Sean could have stopped that. He's not that good at striking. So if I would have fainted and then threw a leg kick into a double leg, I feel like I would have beat it. Inside trip.
Andre Lima gets a tattoo of bite marks. In the second round of the UFC Vegas 89 bout, Igor Severino had Andre Lima's back near the cage and proceeded to bite Andre on the arm. Referee Chris Tognoni intervened when he noticed the bite mark on Lima's arm and promptly disqualified Severino for the unacceptable behavior. Shortly after the fight, Lima chose to memorialize the incident by getting the bite mark tattooed.
Salve Barna, ó o Barna aí, ó.
E aí, Barnoca? É nóis.
Dana White cuts Igor Severino for biting his opponent. Shortly following the controversial ending, Dana White informed MMA journalist Kevin Iole that Severino's UFC run began and ended that evening at the Apex, writing, "Those were two up-and-coming undefeated fighters. If you get frustrated and want out of the fight, there are plenty of ways to do it, but the worst thing you can do is bite your opponent. Now you get cut and lose the biggest opportunity of your life. Not to mention, he's going to have real problems with the NSAC." In addition to cutting Severino for his inexcusable actions, White also gifted Andre Lima with a bite bonus and gave him an extra $25K for the bite tattoo, writing, "I was going to give him $25K, now I'm giving him $50K, this is awesome." Jamie Varner goes off on Laura Sanko. Former UFC fighter Jamie Varner is not a fan of Laura Sanko's as a UFC commentator. After Saturday's UFC Vegas 89, he tweeted, "Laura Sanko sucks so bad at commentating. She's a tryhard that speaks about things she knows nothing about, talking about blast doubles and how tiring it could be in the first round of the fight. Like, what do you know about any of those things? Stay in your lane, tryhard. Laura is ruining the fights by talking so much. Leave the commentary to the people that have actually fought. A female UFC fighter should have that job. She's just annoying and it's obvious she is trying so hard and doesn't know what she is talking about. You're high if you think she knows anything. She's the worst I've ever heard in my life. Holly Holm should have that job." Laura responded, writing, "What's ironic is that we actually fought on the same card for Titan FC and warmed up next to each other. It's okay though, he can have his opinion." Time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Reddit and was posted by Spyro311. The second place meme was found over on Instagram and was posted by Marshall Energy.
Good God. Boom. What are you aiming at? Boom. What are you aiming at? Oh shit, we going through. You don't have UFC level.
And the top picked meme was found over on Instagram and was posted by Beaver Smash TV. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.